Filing deadline for office is today.
Yeah, today is.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't extend it again? Because there was some talk of extending it again.
I don't know.
Today was the extension.
Right, but they talked about extending it again
I don't think
because
so.
of the battle of the redistricting.
I
So,
don't think so.
Oh, I don't know.
Anybody running?
what's that?
Is there anyone new running that was not filed with the 7th?
Rollins for mayor.
Mayor.
Yeah, there's another mayor candidate. Rowlett, is that the?
Keith Rowlett,
He's the insurance. Is it insurance?
him and his wife did have Andy's out on Cleveland Avenue here.
Everybody calls him
And I think
Rollins.
there's 11, last I knew there was 11 for city council for the 9 spots, right? I don't know if it's still that.
They had to
I think it's 13. So there
Ready
doesn't.
to
doesn't-
file.
It was-
Is there
11.
threshold for runoff from city council?
No.
Sir,
Is there thresholds to have a primary on the city council?
had to be 19. Got to be 19 before they
Okay.
have a primary or runoff.
Got 2 minutes to go. You are live on the, you are partially live now though.
All right.
Yeah,
Sounds like we're,
He has this
we're live
turned on.
on the site.
So give your 30 seconds till, but he's got everything going if you do want to start. Dave, you may want to tell him he's good. I doubt he can hear me back here.
All right.
According to my clock, it's 6 o'clock. I suppose we can, it's 5 o'clock where you are. Start the meeting. First thing is the approval of the agenda. Is everyone satisfied with what's on the agenda or want to make any additions?
I would like to add under new business, I would like to add the approval of a 758, purchase of a 750 kVA transformer.
Okay. Any other additions? Hearing none, do I hear a second or a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Motion, I have a second.
Second.
Got a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Minutes of the previous meeting. Do I have a motion on the minutes of the previous meeting?
Motion.
Motion to approve the, have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. First thing up is the superintendent's reports.
No, we've got, consider authorizing Melanie and Michelle. His number is what I have on the updated agenda. Do you have that, DT?
I didn't hear you very well.
So on the the final agenda that was sent, it's to consider authorizing Melanie and Michelle as being able to inquire on bank accounts.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the next item I have on my agenda.
Are you saying we need to modify the agenda?
No,
That's item number 3 on the agenda.
it's on the agenda, DT.
Okay. Oh, you changed the agenda.
It was the final version that was put on the website, right? Yeah.
You know, my internet's been dead most of the day, so
Okay.
I only got snatches of it. So why don't you read it and proceed?
You mean to make a
Okay.
motion?
So item 3 on the agenda, on the approved agenda, is to consider authorizing Melanie Reed and Michelle Geddick to make inquiries on all EPB bank accounts. And so just as you're aware, we changed recently to have the signatories be myself, Trig, Josh, and Amy. And what this motion does is it allows Melanie and Michelle to inquire on any of those bank accounts to be able to basically do the job they need to do.
Sure.
So,
Seems the right thing to do.
yeah.
Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to authorize Melanie Reed and Michelle Geddick to make inquiries on the EPB bank accounts.
Have a second on it?
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Okay. Yeah, now Superintendent Reports.
Okay, proceed.
All right. So the first item to report is the fuel cost adjustment for February. And finally, some good news in that department. The fuel cost adjustment is going to drop to 1.947 cents a kilowatt hour. And that's roughly a drop of 22% from January. January's average fuel cost adjustment was 2.485 cents a kilowatt hour. And but February is still 17% higher than the 3-year average, so our fuel costs are trending upward, but at least when you compare what we're going to have in February compared to January, it'll be down by roughly 22%, so that's some good news. Also in the packet, I've got the outage report, and we had quite a few outages in December, and the two main culprits were animals, varmints, and mainly squirrels. There's fewer squirrels in Glasgow now than there was. And then also December, of course, was when we were impacted by the not directly, but impacted by the tornado, and had some outage issues related to that. So for all told, we had 17 recordable outages in December, and 5 of those were weather related. 8 of those were animals, varmints. So, and then 1 that was unknown. And then 3 of those were equipment related. A transformer failure at the hospital, and then when we went to close back in after the storm trouble for the tornado, we had an issue at one of the substations that resulted in a 30-minute outage that was unexpected. So, so it was. I think a lot of the reason for the December animals was the warm weather before the tornado hit. The first few weeks is when most of those squirrel outages occurred. So, any questions on the outage report? Oh, and then if you look at the yearly outages, we've been really consistent at right around 170 outages per year for the last 3 or 4 years. In fact, what's really strange in a way is that in 2018, 2020, and 2021, we had 168 outages each one of those years. So And Denver went back and looked because he thought something must not be right to have it be the same exact number, but it just the way it worked out. Just a real quick update on TVA's South Glasgow switching station. That is now fully in service, and as of January 14th, Friday, January 14th, we're back to normal operations with our load more or less split between our East Glasgow sub and our Haywood sub. We had been feeding our load through the Haywood sub only from October 11th through roughly January 14th. So that was, and in there, of course, we had the issue with the tornado that when we were being fed radially from that one transmission line coming out of East Bowling Green. So now we're back to normal and have our load split between the two substations. And then the last item I have on the superintendent reports is that we are scheduled to pay off the 2012 bonds this Friday, January 28th. And so that's part of, the bond renewal process that we went through, are selling the new bonds, and this is paying off those old bonds as of January 28th. And as far as I know, that's still on schedule, right, Mel? Yeah. So that is all I have for the superintendent reports, unless there are any questions or comments.
Nope.
All right.
Not that I have.
Okay. Sounds good. So then the next item is the new old business now.
New old business, Eddie?
So yeah, under the new business, we have I just this afternoon, that's why I didn't make the agenda, but I thought I would at least bring it up under new business. South Green Elementary School, it's a new school, and they require a 750 kVA transformer. There's a 55-week lead time on it, so we'd like to get it ordered. We had 3 bids on it. The highest bid was $35,050. The next bid was $22,434, and then the bid we would like to award to purchase it is $21,500. So I guess what I'd like to have us do is just approve us to go ahead and make the purchase for this 750 kVA transformer.
Yeah, all the same quality?
Yeah, I would say they're probably the same. They might even be the same brand, just different suppliers, but they're all new transformers. Yeah, from vendors that
You have the authority to.
What's that?
You have the authority to spend that much, don't you?
It says anything over 20,000 should come to the board.
20 is the cut.
Yeah, 20 is the cutoff, and is that a statutory thing as well?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
it's not just an EPB policy?
No, that's the that's the little TV Act.
Yeah, so the little TVA Act, I guess, it specifies that 20,000 threshold. So this is one of those items that if we really needed it, I probably would approve the purchase order and come and ask the board to approve it after the fact. But in this case, we have the bids and it's ready to roll. So I decided, we'll put it on the agenda tonight if possible. So
We should probably up that amount that you can spend on equipment particularly,
I don't
because
think
prices of that stuff's gone up a little.
That's by
That was set in.
That's by statute, DT. That's not our policy. That's set.
Really?
That's set by little TV Act.
So we'll check into it
Okay,
and see, because I kind of, especially with transformers these days, it's gotten pretty expensive. But we'll check into that and verify, but that if it's by statute or not.
You would think they would change it every so often, but I haven't seen it changed.
Yeah. So
Your motion to authorize this expenditure?
I'll make that motion.
Have a second?
I'll second that.
Do we have a second?
yep, glad.
Yeah.
Have a second?
Yep.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Anything else?
Okay, now the nomination under new old business, I don't have anything. Anything else?
All right.
So then,
This is going to be my last meeting here, and I thought I might say a word or two in the process of electing a chairman. I'm not really upset about leaving. This is something I didn't like doing, but I needed to do from the start. Glasgow is not a wealthy town filled with wealthy people. The average household income is said to be about $28,000 a year. We have a lot of citizens that are retired, fixed income, and on Social Security. Most of those working are working at minimum wage. The fact that those less fortunate were paying more per kilowatt hour than I did bothered me. Dumping higher costs of power on those that could least afford it is not fair, and I don't think anyone should want that. This plant was bought and paid for by the citizens of the town who wanted a better deal in their electric prices. And they expected that this could give them a better deal. It is my view that the customers of this plant own it and that they should share any benefits equally. Since I won't be voting after today, there are some things that I would recommend. Base rate. TVA indicated that its gradualism would allow the residential base rate to be lowered further this year. I would like to see it drop down to the $15 per month, consistent with SCRTC. A low base rate keeps the price per kilowatt the same for everyone. Internet security, I recommend the internet and the computer security be audited and email security enhanced. I don't know about others, but I'm certain at times my personal email has been breached. Community relief. I would recommend the $50,000 a year contribution to the community relief be continued with regular audits to make sure that it is the correct amount and it is only going to our customers who find themselves in desperate conditions and need it. This is about the only way we can handle this problem fairly. Rates. I would hope the board never returns to time, depend, or multiple rates for residential customers. Having some people pay different rates for the same product, no matter how altruistically or thoughtfully intended, breaks the community into groups that soon resent each other. This then exposes the board to a political seesaw and public diversion and is a guarantee for disaster. Getting and keeping good people on the board and in charge of the plant requires stability and a lack of conflict. No one of substance wants to work in an environment like that, and the people who really need to participate won't come. I think that's about all I have to say on the subject. Do I hear a motion for officers?
I make a motion that we make Mark Haynes chairman.
Have a motion for Mark Haynes to become chairman. Is there a second?
I guess you just take nominations, DT, so that he's nominated if there's no other nominations.
Did I understand you to say that you were requesting that the nomination cease?
No, I just said he's really not making a motion, he's making a nomination for Mark, and I don't know if there's any other nominations or not. If there's not any, then.
Oh, well, yeah. The floor is open for other nominations.
Do we need a second on that?
Well, then you just.
Hearing none, do I have a motion that we elect Mark chairman?
Yes.
they can make the motion.
Okay, we'll make a motion that we accept Mark Haynes as the new chairman.
And I'll second that.
Have a motion, have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Now,
Motion carries.
do you vote? You gotta have a majority on to make sure you're recorded as voting on that.
Did you vote yes, DT?
Okay, well, we can have a
I did not vote.
roll call vote.
I think there were 3 votes though, right?
We have 3 votes. Mine,
You just didn't say anything, DT. I just wanted to
Mark?
make sure you were voting yes.
Yes. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
It was quiet, but he did.
Okay. I knew it did, but I just wanted for the
Yeah.
record.
All right.
okay, Ron, are you suggesting we need to have a roll call vote, or?
No, you just, when you said, you just didn't make any comments when we took the vote for Mark. I just want to be sure yours was recorded as you were verbally voting in favor of Mark, so there's 3-1 versus 2-2, or 1 abstaining, so, but that's
Shall we have
fine.
a roll call?
You've done it, you voted yes, so that's fine.
Yeah, we're good. We can move on.
Now we need to have the other office, which is Secretary Treasurer, because that was what Libby's position was. So
There are nominations for the Secretary and Treasurer? Hearing none, I nominate,
Go ahead, DT.
you do it.
Well, I was going to nominate Glenn Pritchard as Secretary Treasurer.
We have a nomination. Any further nominations? Hearing none, any discussion? Do I hear a motion to elect the Secretary and Treasurer?
Motion, Glenn Pritchard.
it's really a vote, it's not so much a motion, it's that you've got one nominee and you vote.
Okay.
Okay.
We have one nominee. We will take the vote at this point. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Glenn?
Say aye.
I guess you
We
got
got 3 votes for. You want to do a roll call on that?
Oh, I think all 4 voted.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. Okay. With that, I believe it's time for the new chairman to take over and continue the rest of the meeting. Mark?
Well, thank you all for your vote of confidence. First, would like to say, DT, thanks for your service to the GEPB. It's been a very long and difficult task. Thank you for our new superintendent, who is off to a fantastic start, and his intelligence and knowledge in the area, and his enthusiasm for the job and general likability is to be admired. Also, I want to thank Melanie and the rest of the staff, and remind the public that in November, Moody's upgraded our credit rating from one full notch, which I'm not sure the exact amount, but it's certainly in the tens of thousands of dollars, maybe exceed $10,000 in a single year as far as our the cost of capital or to borrow money to build out a reliable network and so forth. So that's all I have to say. I will pledge to continue on and do the best I'm capable of, and want to thank you again, DT and Dave. I look forward to working with you and Melanie in the future. I think that I don't have a printed agenda, Dave, is that the last item?
That's the last item, yep.
If that's the case, then the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
I'll second.
All
We have a move.
All right, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
All right, DT.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Yeah, enjoy
Very
the nice
good.
weather.
Very good.
That's Zoom's hard to, it complicates everything with Zoom.
Yeah.